Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, I had a shameful moment yesterday.
What's happened?
I'll tell you what happened. Well, Harley's not home, and I went to the gym, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy a Chook. I thought, should I get a whole one or a half one? I thought, I'll get a whole one. And
The bachelor's handbag?
Bachelor's handbag.
Bird in a bag?
And I thought, when I get home, I'll cut it all up and I'll put it in a container and I can have a girls' dinner where I just have a bit of that with some salad for dinner and a bit for lunch the next day and maybe for dinner as well the next night. Instead, I got home. I thought I'll just look inside the bag.
Yeah.
Next minute, I was over the sink and I devoured almost an entire chicken.
What, you nearly had a whole chicken?
I was ripping it apart. I just couldn't stop. You know when you smell a cooked chook? I was ripping the bones off. I was shoving it in my mouth. I was throwing bits of skin to the dog. I was like a savage.
What are you, like American Werewolf?
So instead of having this delicate girl dinner with a big salad, I pretty much ate an entire chicken over the sink. And a friend of mine texted me saying, what are you having for dinner tonight? And I told her of my shame. And she said to me, she texted back and said, I've done that before in the car because the smell drove me crazy, gripping the steering wheel with greasy chicken hands. Yeah. There's just something about the smell of it.
There's something about a barbecue chicken.
You just can't help
irresistible,
yourself.
you know.
Remember that time you took one from someone's shopping trolley?
Look, you know,
the smell of it must have got to you. Maybe I understand a bit more now.
What happened, and you know, it was just on the trolley. It was wasted. It was going to go to waste. So I just took it home. I put it on the counter, and I just watched my wife ripping into it.
Irresistible.
You got chicken.
But you'd like a cooked chook, bachelor's handbag.
I love a cooked chook. I always think back when I used to work for a living. I used to work in one of the jobs I did through all the many jobs was worked in the concrete game. And I'd go and get the smoko at lunchtime. Well, it was all our turn. We'd have a go at getting it. And I went up the shop, and there was two big Maori fellas, big concreters I worked with, and they'd always eat a barbecue chicken between them.
They only had half.
They'd have half each.
They were slimmers.
But no chips, no carbs, bro, no carbs. And I'd go up to the shop, and I was coming back on my motorbike, and I had everyone's lunch balanced on my lap, on the petrol tank.
But they didn't want to know that.
No, so I've got it all balanced out. So that's kind of precarious.
And the heat would be getting to you.
And the chicken, I put on my little rack on the back of my bike. I had this little tiny rack, and I had an hockey strap on it. And I thought that would be the best part. So I thought it would be safe. And then as I went over a bump through the intersection, I looked in the mirror, and there's a chicken that's dropped on the road in the back.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Fell off Jonesy's bike.
I've gone, oh, jeez. And then I've got to stop, and I'm putting burgers down.
Oh, so you picked it up?
Well, I had to stop and run into, hey, stop. You know?
Someone would run over and go, oh, my God, I've killed it.
And
so did you try and rescue it?
I did rescue it. Well, it got run over, but the wheel didn't hit it. Cars just went over it, but it didn't. Anyway, I got back, and the boys, and they said, what'd you do, bro? You dropped it off your bike? And I went, yeah.
Suddenly they're Irish.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of Irish guys. It was like the United Nations.
Yeah. And did you say it fell off my bike?
Well, they were rather large. I said, you know.
But they ate it anyway.
Oh, yeah, they loved it.
Oh, they loved it.
It's a barbecue chicken in a bag.
Who's going to say no to that?
And do they still have the old school bags? They have the paper bag with the alfoil.
Yeah.
Are they still around? Because I've noticed now Coles have got the clear bag.
Yeah. No, this one had that.
Had that
And
bag.
can you put those ones in microwaves? That's why it's got that. You could the outer coating stops that inner silver stuff.
No, don't put it. It'll catch on fire.
Well, luckily I ate it before I had any chance of doing anything.
There was no way that chicken was going anywhere near the microwave.
No, I was just in my face afterwards. It was just the greasiest thing you can imagine. You know, it was shameful. Well, let's do this.
Like a glazed donut.